Ooh, hello, this is Serge Epic here, and welcome to Ranked number 13. And if you don't know what Ranked is, it is where I go through my latest haul, or one of my latest hauls, because I still got actually four more comic hauls that I have to read the books from. It is where I go through and rank the books from, well, in this case, one of my latest hauls, from my least favorite to my favorites. Um, Today I've decided tonight actually because it's like 9 something at night for me right now. Let me just like, oh yeah, 81%. I mean, what? Some was before. Oh god, 9:23. By the way, just ignore that picture of the girl I had to. That's just something I was using as a reference for a story I'm writing. So yeah, you guys might see that story one day. Hopefully. But yeah, I'm writing a story, and that's just kind of like a reference picture I was using. But yeah, I decided to switch things up today. Normally, I have the comics laid out on my bed. And I show you the guys them and go for them and whatever. But tonight, I've decided to switch that up just because, by the way, when I'm recording this, because I don't know if I'll get to upload this tonight or if I'll just upload it tomorrow. I work tomorrow, so I might just like upload it while I'm at work. Like maybe we'll see what I decide to do. It's March break right now. I've meant to record more and stuff, but I just haven't got around to it. But I decided tonight it is time to do something I've wanted to do because I've been done these books since yesterday. So yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I usually have the books laid on my bed. I show you guys them, blah blah blah. But since I got a new bed, my comics aren't staying on the bed as well and stuff. So I decided to just pull some images from Google, courtesy to pull some images from Google, and then talk about the books with you guys. And I'm gonna rank them. So I have them in order of how I'm gonna rank them when I swipe backwards here. So my least favorite book of the week, or of the haul, sorry, was Deadpool issue number 24. That's right, kind of weird for a Deadpool Deadpool to be my least favorite. It's not the first time it's happened, but I mean, it's still kind of surprising though at the same time. Um, the reason it's my least favorite this time around is because it was the um it was the end of a story arc, the Patient Zero story, and it kind of, I don't know, I felt like more should have happened. It was kind of disappointing in a way. So, yeah, I don't know. It was still a really good issue. We learned that, we know, well, I don't know if we really learned, but like, I I guess we kind of go more in depth a bit of how, more in depth a bit, but how Deadpool's in debt to, I forget the character's name now, who, like, who is a time traveling guy who I thought was Cable, but I guess it isn't. Kind of looks like Cable. I think it's like an evil version of Cable. I don't know his name though. And so there's that. But we get the outcome. We get to see that Mad Cap is. We learn who he's attached to, and it's Hydra Bob. So that was cool, and the character interactions there were pretty nice. So yeah, I don't really know what much more to say. It was kind of cool that it was Bob the whole time. It was funny. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna move on to surprisingly not my least favorite for this haul for once, and probably the best issue of the whole series so far. That is Deadpool and the Mercs for Money number 7. I couldn't get a full cover picture here for 2 or 3 of these, but I got the best pictures I could. So yeah, like I said, this was probably my favorite issue of the series so far. This was nice. This was in Humans vs. X-Men time. This is really good. A really good issue. The story was awesome. Um, Basically, the Mercs for Money were like facing off against a group of Inhumans, and there's a turncoat Inhuman that was on the team with the Mercs for Money and whatever. I forget her name, but it was a fun issue. It kind of made me want to read Inhumans vs. X-Men. More than I already was. There's a mystery behind in this issue behind Negasonic Teenage Warhead. It was all very nice, and I hope it keeps up like this because I'm gonna be reading this series for a little while yet, at least till Death Do Us story is completed, which will probably be issue 10. Excuse me, sorry. So yeah, I'll give this series like 3 more issues. Uh, unless Death to do us till Death do us goes past double digits, then maybe till that ends, or like an issue or two after. I'll see. I feel like I'm just gonna read the series, keep going, with it unless it gets like really bad. But yeah, that's all I really have to talk about for this time. But anyway, moving on. That was my least favorite. This was I had 12 comics here, so this is my least favorite. Then now was this one. I had 12 comics. Damn, it's hard. I didn't get to show you all the comics I'm actually ranking, but whatever. I'm just gonna talk about them. So that was my number 12 slash least favorite. My number 11. So my number 10 was Civil War II: The Oath, issue number 1 slash one shot. The kind of epilogue of the whole event of Civil War II. This was a very good story. I was considering making this my least favorite because it was kind of slow, but I really enjoyed the story and like the deep the freaking oh god, the messages behind it and stuff, and like it was nice to hear like all the stuff going with Cap and whatever. It was nice to hear him talk about certain people and what he thinks, and I agreed with him on a lot of things. Actually, I loved how he how he described Captain Marvel. That was fun. Even how he described Tony Stark. I don't know. I kind of was just on like Team Cap here. Like Cap, I don't know. I really enjoyed this. Nice way to end the event, I guess. And yeah. Anyway, I think I'll move on yet again to my number 9, which is The Walking Dead issue number 163, Conquered. This was like it has been for a while now. This was a really good issue of The Walking Dead. I really enjoyed this yet again. It's actually been a while since I read some of these. Like this was the first issue I had to read from the haul. I actually can't kind of remember what happened. All I know is great. The Walkers are in Fate and Alexandria. Negan's great as usual. Rick, I really enjoyed Rick in this issue. I remember that he was like, I don't know, he was like, whatever. The usual trope of The Walking Dead where somebody gets like introduced and it's kind of like a bitch and they get killed happened with this random woman. So that was fun. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. So that was fun. Then yeah, I don't know, but it really looks like Alexandria's in trouble, and at the end, I think the gate was torn down. So yeah. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna move on to my number 8, which is the Prowler issue number 3. And sadly, I think I'm gonna have to say this is my least favorite issue of the Prowler so far. It was still a great issue, but I don't know. It was just kind of It wasn't as. It wasn't as. I don't know. It wasn't as great as the other. I mean, it was really nice to see Hobbies or Hobies, however you say his name, Hobie Brown's, Hobie Brown's. Like resolve and determination to get his and how he's not gonna die. I like the new Electro. I kind of feel like she's not really gonna go anywhere though. It was nice to see Julia Reb return at the end to help Hobie and whatever. I can't wait to read issue number 4. I forgot to put on my I think I forgot to put this on my pull list, so I don't know. I feel like issue 5 should be out by now, but I don't know if it is. If it's, I hope it isn't, so I haven't missed it. If I have, I think I've missed it, or my shop owner didn't like order any copies because it's probably that doesn't sell well for him. Even if he only gets a few copies anyway, I think when he has got it and whatever. But yeah, really good issue. I don't know what else to say. So we're gonna move on to my number 7, I think, which was Spider-Woman number 14. And damn, what a great issue this was of Spider-Woman. This was part 2 of the Scare Tactics storyline. Spider-Woman has been a consistently good, and at a lot of points great series. It's never quite reached. It's never quite reached like the best, one of my favorite series standard. It's been higher up on a few a couple of separate occasions, a few separate occasions. But it's never reached that number one spot on my ranked. But it really had a lot to contend with this time around, so there was no real chance that it was probably gonna get number one. But no, this is really good. We get to see Carol and Jessica interact for the first time since Civil War II. Also, a lot of I don't know. Somebody's going around in a porcupine costume not long after Roderick, or not Roger, whatever his name is. I can't even remember right now. And yeah, just because his ex-wife was upset. I can't remember. Whatever. We learned that how and were confirmed. Well, we already knew it, that he was in love with Jessica, or is, whatever. And it was confirmed through Ben Urich. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Can't wait to read more Spider-Woman. I wish I'd picked up more last time I was at my shop at the next issue, because I had 2 issues in my pull list bag. But yeah, I think I'm going to move on now to my number 6, which is Spider-Man / Deadpool number 13. What a great issue this was. I really enjoyed this issue. This was a fun issue. At first, I was iffy on the issue, but it was really, in the end, and through hindsight and just looking back on the issue, hindsight is 2020. This was a fantastic issue. The morality in this issue and the ideals and stuff, like Deadpool and Spider-Man have kind of switched spots now, where Spider-Man's like starting to become more like Deadpool, and he's starting not to care, and he's saying, like, I'm at this point, I have to do what I have to do to make sure innocent people don't die, and he's thinking about killing and stuff, and then Deadpool is being the reasonable one. It's fun. If you're not reading the series, I do recommend it. It's a fun read. There are some issues that I would say are skippable, but if you're a completionist like me, you won't be able to skip over them. But then again, you might like different stuff than I do, so just give them all a try. See, there's been a few guest creator stories, guest creator issues that I haven't enjoyed. Like, I think 6 and 7, I don't think, if I remember, both of them were guest creators. I don't think I really enjoyed either. I mean, the movie one was good, like 6 was good, but 7 I remember I didn't like. But yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Now, I'm sorry. I'm pacing back and forth when I'm doing this, because I get bored when I record using my screen recorder app. So sometimes I just walk around while doing this. But yeah, I think I'm gonna move on now to my number 5, which was All New X-Men issue number 5. Wow, All New X-Men has been great. I actually have issues number 5 and 6 here. And you know what? My number 4 is All New X-Men issue number 6. So we'll just talk about them both at the same time. You know what? We'll stay on issue number 6 because I like that cover better, I think. Yeah. In fact, I don't know if it should really be in this order, because... No, it should be. I think overall... I enjoyed issue 6 more, but there was an aspect or two that I enjoyed more about 5. I don't know, because issue 5, had like some big Jean Grey. I officially kind of like love the character of Jean Grey now. Young Jean Grey in the series has been awesome, which has been cool. This is my favorite X-Men series I've ever read. I'm definitely trying to pick up this whole series. There's 41 issues of the series. I've got 6 so far, so hopefully I can get all of them. I've loved this. The team, the X-Men in here, the mutants, awesome. The Wolverine and Cyclops confrontation in both issues, but especially number 6 was great. Kitty Pryde kind of like officially joining up with the young X-Men to take care of them, to look after them, make sure they don't get in trouble. Great. Loving it all. And yeah, I think I'm going to move on to my number 3, which is Dead No More, The Clone Conspiracy, issue number 4. And damn, what a good issue this was. I really enjoyed this. There was a Gene Wilder reference in here. I guess this was written around the time he died, because Ben Riley says how he's pretending to be the Jackal, says how he can bring him back because there was a Willy Wonka reference and whatever, and it was kind of cool. Really awesome. By the end of this, Ben Riley tells them all to try to kill Spider-Man and blah blah blah. Everybody's getting infected, humans and clones. Read it for yourself. This event has been awesome. And yeah, Uncle Ben is not brought back yet, and he's not going to be. So yeah, anyway, I move on to my number 2, which will review my number 1. The 2 options I have here, I have Amazing Spider-Man number 23 and Spider-Man number 12. And it's really going to be no surprise what my number 1 is. But my number 2 is the Amazing Spider-Man number 23. Wow, Spider-Man almost except for one time, Spider-Man has always got my number 1 spot. And it was beat out by an issue of Iron Man once, I think it was Iron Man, wasn't it? Yeah, and I think it might have been like that last issue of the last run of Iron Man because that was too good. That might have been how it went. I don't know what else it would have been beat out by. So yeah, this was such a good issue. This was just literally an issue like of Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker / Spider-Man kind of talking, but it was so emotionally packed and morally packed. It was such a great story. I loved it, and it ties into Conspiracy number 4 exactly. So you have to read number 4, or you should before you read this one, because it ties in, and it shows. It's kind of a Gwen Stacy story, and it shows how after like the alarm sounds and everybody's getting affected, how like Captain Stacy is like one that gets infected right away, and it kind of spreads to Gwen and all that goodness. And it was just, if you're not, why are you not reading Amazing Spider-Man? If you've been a Spider-Man fan before, but have given Spider-Man a break because you didn't like the direction it went before, you should be reading it now. First of all, it's been great lately for the past launch. The first 5 issues minus issue number 40 of this volume kind of sucked in my opinion. If I went back and read them now, they'd probably be pretty good. But since then, since issue 6, this series has been bang on. This series has been great. But this story has been the best out of this run, the Dead No More Clone Conspiracy story. I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of sad at this story's ending. It's kind of sad because I know, spoiler alert, Gwen Stacy is gonna die again, but yeah, whatever. But I think I'm gonna move on to my number 1. Sorry, I think I'm gonna move on to my number 1 now, which is Spider-Man number 12. Like you guys already know, which is the first part of the Sitting in a Tree storyline, part 1 of 6, where it's gonna be switching back and forth between Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen. So technically, I won't have parts 2, 4, and 6. I think is how that works. I guess I won't have those parts of the story, or it's something like that. Maybe it's not exactly like that. Actually, it probably is really. Yeah, I think all odd parts in Spider-Man, all even in Spider-Man. I wish I was reading Spider-Gwen right now so I could have the full story. I actually might pick up the parts of the story in the Spider-Gwen series just because like I really want to now. This story was so good. It starts with Miles' first dad. Well, it starts with the kiss, but like in context of the story, it starts with Miles looking for his dad. Maria Hill explains everything to Miles. Blah blah blah. Then he goes to Earth 65, Spider-Gwen's dimension, trying to search for his dad, which is where they think Shield or / Maria Hill thinks Tara or whatever thinks he is, and he runs into Earth 65's version of the Rainer, who sucks like Miles' dimension, which I thought was funny. I didn't really know who the Rainer was. I mean, I've heard the name and kind of seen the Rainer before, not in story, but like just from research. And it was kind of funny because he sucks apparently as a villain. And yeah, I thought it was great. Spider-Gwen shows up at the end, blah blah blah. Miles explaining everything that happened to Gold Balls and Gank, whatever. What a great story. Can't wait to read the next issues of the series. This is my favorite series, and it has been since it began. So keep up the good work, Bendis, Pichelli, and Ponzer on this series, and thank you so much. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to end this video now. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and even share if you would like to. And anyway, guys, I just want to get this done, so I'm not going to fool around today. And anyway, guys, I'll see y'all in the next video, whatever that will be. It'll probably be the show. By the way, I guess Riverdale Season 1 isn't over yet. Whoops. I meant to make a video on that too, but I might just save it till that comic show and talk about it then, because it's hilarious. And it's funny because I sped up last week too, because I thought it was the end. Yeah. So guys, see y'all in the next video, and peace out.